Yo, so did Mark Cuban, the billionaire himself, just state that he predicts Dogecoin could potentially hit $1? Well, stay tuned till the end of the video, so we'll check out all the updates regarding Doge and what Mark Cuban said about it. But first, let's just look at the current chart right now, what the price is of Doge, and then we'll deep dive into all that fun new stuff afterwards. And just remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do your research before making any investments. So we can see actually right now, Doge is currently at the 27-cent price points. We do have some green candlesticks forming on the one-day charts. And for the most part, obviously, we can see that we did consolidate a bit sideways for the past few days after a massive run-up at the high point of literally 44 plus cents. And now currently at the drop we're looking at, let's just see the current drop, and looks like about 39, let's just round this up to pretty much 40 plus percent drop since the all-time high. Now remember, Dogecoin just a few months ago was literally a fraction of a penny, and now we can see the massive gain, and we'll just look at it from at least this low point right here. I guess it was probably a good point. And just to stay here at early or late, I'd say January up till today, we're up 9,000 plus percent. Absolutely insane. So many people became millionaires from Dogecoin. Is absolutely crazy. So what I think is going to happen in the next few weeks? Well, in the short term, we'll just have to wait for Dogecoin to trade sideways for a bit. And just depending on if some whales or just any major news happens regarding Doge, then we could see the price surge back up, testing the high points, or we could see it fall back below and start going closer towards the 50 EMA, because the RSI is closer towards the overbought side. And a little more RSI would increase, then yes, we could see that in, I say, a more dangerous zone. But for right now, the main thing I want to show you guys is let's just hop over to CoinMarketCap first off. And let's just see Dogecoin. We are ranked number 7, still top 10 today. Dogecoin pretty much hasn't really crashed that much. I'm surprised that it's held its pretty much position around the 27 plus cent range, and it's holding pretty strong. So regardless of the dip, it's taking 40 plus percent. People who got in at 1 cent, you're up a significant amount, regardless of Doge taking that big drop. But current market cap right now is $35.2 billion. Still absolutely insane. And now let's just hop over and let's just see what Mark Cuban has to say about Dogecoin. So first off, just some background is they tweeted on his Twitter account, actually. He posted that technically would be today, that he's on the Ellen show, and then he's getting, guess what he's going to talk about? Dogecoin. I think that's very interesting that he himself, a billionaire who, if you even check out his Twitter following and overall his general popularity on everything, regardless of just social media, even Shark Tank and TV shows of that nature, he's a very big influence. I'd say he's up there with like Elon Musk status, right? So if Elon Musk says something about Dogecoin, people are going to listen regardless of whether or not he's just messing around, which I think is a super dangerous thing. But I think Mark Cuban is also in that realm where he's literally super wealthy. He could care less about, I'd say, making some money trading. He already has billions of dollars, and he just on here, I guess, having some fun, right? So I think a lot of people who aren't aware might look at this and see like, oh, billionaire Mark Cuban said it's a good thing, I'm going to YOLO into that, and they end up losing all their money. That's definitely a possibility, but in this time and space, let's just focus on what he's saying right here. And pretty much he talks about how he's going to go on Ellen, which we'll go in an article and show you guys what that does in a second, but also he can show you just other previous tweets talking about the MAV Doge sales. And it's pretty crazy to see that they're doing 6K Doge transactions in April. So people are actually utilizing Dogecoin and utilizing that with his actual MAV products. So that's pretty cool to see. And then this guy has this interesting reply. He's like, why Doge over other cryptos designed to be currency, Mark? Why not back one that has utility and value? And he says, because Doge is one coin that people actually use for transactions. We take many others via BibPay, but people spend their Doge, and that means more businesses will start taking it. The greatest inhibitor to its growth is that you can't spend the Doge you buy on Robinhood. And that's definitely a key factor to keep in mind. Now, let's actually hop over this article. What you guys been waiting for? The news, Mark Cuban apparently tried to convince Ellen DeGeneres to accept Dogecoin. Now, if you're from America, USA, Ellen DeGeneres is a super popular talk show, TV host, celebrity, maybe even actors, I guess. You depending on where you've seen her, you probably know Ellen DeGeneres if you're from America, right? And he apparently, based off this article, has said some very interesting things that I want to share with you guys. So first off, here is just like the summary, right? He talks about how he pretty much accepted Dogecoin as a payment for the merchandise last month. And he apparently is trying to get more high profile names to use it as a form of payment, aka Dogecoin. And then he talked to Ellen apparently today, saying how it started as a joke, but now it's actually becoming a legitimate currency. And pretty much they accepted these in their store in March, and that they said that Ellen should start accepting this in the Ellen shop. And I think that's very interesting where this space is going, because now if celebrities, a lot of people like to follow what celebrities do. And if Ellen starts doing this, guess what? That's a huge demographic that aren't just, millennial teens that just, want to YOLO pretty much, have fun with memes and Reddit posts. This starts to attract the much older demographic, parents, usually the most common, say, audience for Ellen DeGeneres shows. And that's a humongous market to educate people about cryptocurrencies. And also, like I said here, they state that Cuban has predicted that price of Doge could hit $1 if more people use the token. And that's very interesting because right now Dogecoin is currently 27 cents. So hypothetically, if Doge were to hit $1, we're pretty much looking at around, I'd say like you basically 3x, right? Give or take, depending on what time frame you get in there. But pretty much, let's just say 3 times 3, basically round it up to $1, like 90 plus cents, and then rounds it up to pretty much $1, right? So that's going to be very interesting. Now, at that market cap, let's just multiply this by basically 3. So pretty much 35 bill times 3, we're looking at 105 plus bill market cap. And it's going to be a little more, obviously, because it's not perfectly on like 33 cents. But for this just even number's sake, round it up to 100 plus bill. That's going to be insane. And even in ROI general, even comparing to stock markets, 3x is huge. So I don't know if that's going to happen soon or if that's even ever going to happen, right? We don't know yet. This is just Mark saying something for himself. But if that were to occur, that's going to be a huge thing, because after that, the sky's the limit for Doge. And if more companies are to accept it as payments, then who knows where Doge is headed. But I think that it's very interesting to look what people are looking at as Dogecoin. It's also super, super risky because it is essentially was a meme coin, but now it's worth a lot of money. So definitely be aware of that. It could go to zero. Everybody loses all their money too. So don't forget that risk in cryptos. But until then, I think it's just interesting to see how far Dogecoin has come. And do let me know what your thoughts are about Dogecoin and price predictions by the end of 2021 in the comments below. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.